Hey there, Good Timers, coming at you with another review. Today we are announcing a new mini-series called Tech Check, much inspired by the success of Def Check. For Tech Checks, we will be looking at the accessibility, mobility, and functionality of classic space vehicles, bases, and other odds and ends. Now I would say without further ado, let's dive in, but AMF does not quite have the same ring to it. So let us begin with accessibility. 462 rocket launcher. So the title could be perhaps a little bit misleading, because at least when I hear rocket launcher, my immediate thought is, oh, like a weapon. But of course, this could also be a satellite, and on that front, it's a little bit unclear as to what exactly we're looking at. Unfortunately, there are no clips, so no place for the minifigure to put their radio or sensors or items. There are also no outriggers on the launch trailer, I'll call it. Of course, gravity is going to be different from planet to planet, but with no outriggers, it's difficult to see or say how stable the launching assembly would be. That being said, we do have controls for steering and for operating the satellite. We can say that it's at least for the satellite. The controls could also be operating the rocket launcher itself. We'll give it benefit of the doubt. We also have spare air tanks on the front of the cab, and the trailer itself is detachable. All seats and systems are unobstructed. A minifigure can easily climb up and access basically everything. Accessibility -3, +4, net 1. Let's go on to mobility. Small wheels require more rotation to cover the same amount of distance as a large wheel. Although it has 10 wheels and seems to be a pretty small craft, I think it would be safe to assume that compared to other vehicles with larger wheels, this is going to be slow. That's not a problem. It's likely going to be doing a lot of precision work, not a lot of evasion. The articulation is also a welcome addition, allowing for tighter turns, and as mentioned earlier, the detachable trailer, again, could aid, and perhaps without the launch trailer, the cab itself could go faster if need be. Mobility, -1, +2, net 1. Let's take a look at functionality. So the radar dish, as we see being operated by the astronaut adorned in white, could perhaps be a targeting system. The rocket itself has a sensor array, or at least that's what it seems to be, up on the top, and perhaps there could be one as well on the trailer. We also have an elevator, an arm used to raise and lower the rocket, not the kind that takes you from floor to floor. Our final total is 5. Not only is this rocket launcher delightful to look at with those smiley faces on such beautiful astronauts, but they provide enough amenities and services to these minifigures, and when it comes to space, it is evident that there was a lot of thought, planning put into the process of playing with these. As we'll see a little bit later in some of the bases, tubes and knobs meant to simulate pump systems so that way you can refill your vehicles. Just incredibly thoughtful. So I hope that you enjoyed this brief review, and we may be resuming this somewhat soon. Tech Check 2 could be coming out. But keep the good times poppin'.